We're in the year 2030 and you tell your virtual assistant to order you a driverless Uber taxi to take you to a meeting. The driverless taxi arrives at the specified time and you jump in and sit back to enjoy the ride. After a few minutes, you realise that the car is going the wrong way. You check the destination on the cab's informatics screen and it clearly displays the address you gave when you ordered the cab. But that address is in the opposite direction. You realise that there's a system fault, so you reach forward and press the red emergency stop button that will bring the car to a gentle halt at the curbside. Only nothing happens, and now the car appears to be speeding up. Suddenly it pulls across into the oncoming lane and it looks like you're about to have a head-on collision, and then the car suddenly swerves back into its correct lane. You punch the emergency stop button again and again, but still the car speeds up. It's now doing over 50 miles per hour, far faster than driverless cars are allowed to travel in the city. In desperation, you yank at the door handle, but both doors are locked shut. You try to open a window to call for help, but the windows won't move. Suddenly, your phone rings, and a voice tells you, "You have been kidnapped. We have full control of this vehicle. Authorise a payment of 100,000 Facebook coins to this blockchain address now." There's a beep and your phone screen displays a blockchain address. Once again, the car veers suddenly into the oncoming lane before swerving back into the correct lane. You open Facebook and start the transaction to transfer the money to your kidnapper's account. Of course, the point of this story is that as we start to build the Internet of Things, which will become the Internet of Everything, I don't think we're paying enough attention to how to make such an industrial scale network completely secure. When digital networks automatically control such things as electricity grids, power stations, traffic lights, railway signals, air traffic control and military weapons, security has to be the first consideration before we connect these physical systems to networks and automate their control. Up until now, hacking breaches have only cost society money and data, but when infrastructure and heavy engineering are fully connected, there is the possibility that criminals can hold society to ransom, and for state enemies and malicious hackers, the targets may be irresistible. Perhaps the fastest way to bring a city or a nation to its knees is to knock out its power grid. Today, the power grids and power stations are under digital control, but mainly under standalone systems. By 2030, it is likely that all important infrastructure will be connected to the Internet of Everything. The benefits of doing so are too great to be ignored. But this new industrial Internet of Things must be designed with security as the primary consideration. Otherwise, whole nations may find themselves in the position of that kidnapped passenger in the Uber driverless taxi, heading in the wrong direction with the threat of death or danger hanging over them. The question is, can we ever build a system that is completely secure?